The NFL is on EA Sports as we come to you from Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson, California. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Chicago Bears and the Los Angeles Chargers. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Stay there. Stay there. Select 15.
Here we go, D. All day.
80 high.
All day.
58, right over there, right over there. Yeah, yeah. Mike, 58.
A first down throw here for Rivers. Wide open, it's Allen, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one goes for 24 yards.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out in the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because...
Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Eddie Goldman with a sack. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to end up with a nickname after something like that, some big jelly or something like that.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it'll be 3rd and 10 now.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Working out of the gun, Rivers. And that will be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive.
Mike, 58, right there.
Hey, here we go. Watch the pass.
Left to right.
Pass.
Five.
Watch the run. Watch the...
They're indeed going for it. It's Rivers. Got a man. It's complete. Williams. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive?
Well, peel back the curtain, partner. We've got a pretty good look into how they plan to play this game. Aggressive seems to be the word. Going for it on 4th down in that situation.
Yeah, opening drive. Now, we know this coaching staff, they have traits of aggression in their history, but what a start to this game. They're going for it.
Yeah, a lot of people might say reckless, but they got it. 1 for 1 on 4th down here early in the game.
A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 20, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes
pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down. Credit the sack to Joey Bosa.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Another try after the first down sack. Trubisky. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. Trubisky will throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. So a pretty shaky start here for both sides.
Yeah, each quarterback's throwing a ball to the other team. Do you think on both sidelines they're sitting them down and saying, okay, remember, this is the color jersey we're wearing. They're wearing the other color. Let's make sure we get it to our guys, please.
Mike is 59. Left.
They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Throwing Rivers. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 16 yards, a first down. Starting drive number 2 off on the right foot. Completion for the first down. Drive 1 is they had to be pretty frustrating because they moved the football. They just didn't get any points out of it.
But warm up QB2, let's bring in the backup. I mean, my goodness, you take them downfield and you don't score points. You know I'm being totally facetious here, right? I'm just kidding. Nice first drive. Rarely do teams score on every single drive in a game, but they like what they did there. They just hope they can pay it off this time with some points.
And that's complete to the right side. It's Allen. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. From the gun, Rivers. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Blowing that play up, Roquan Smith as he gets the sack.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Alpha!
Let's put him on the buses.
Room! Wait, 80 high!
3rd and long for Rivers. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And the Chargers grab themselves a 3-0 lead. So a good kick there. They put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow.
Either way.
Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Melvin Ingram able to get him for a loss of about 3. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Hey, team 6.
Quit talking about it and bring it.
After the sack on first down, Trubisky in trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Well-timed effort there by Derwin James. A sack from his safety position. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Let's go, defense.
Instead, they go empty backfield as they'll look to throw. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jatavis Brown. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. Well, what do you think? You get the ball off the turnover near the middle of the field. You take a shot here in the first play?
You know I'm big on that. I love when I have great field position after a turnover like that. I might have a little bit off balance. I prefer to take a shot, but a lot of coaches will tell you you only do it if you trust the guy who's got the football in his hands. Meaning, if it's not there, he won't force it downfield and maybe turn into an interception. He'll go to the check down, go to a second option, and go ahead and take the play that's in front of him.
Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10.
Cluster.
Mike 5-9, Mike 5-9. Bring it.
Hey, Echo.
To throw again. Rivers. Throw to the right here to Gordon. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6.
White, 89.
From the shotgun, it's Rivers, and that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
Zero.
Mike 5-9, Mike 5-9.
Brown. 89.
Now Rivers on 4th down. And that is going to be incomplete. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And the Bears will get the football back. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. 2nd down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets them to 3rd and 3 now.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting him to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, with a minute 2 on 3rd down, you're a little off balance.
And he's got this down to the 35. A good pickup, 17 yards and a Bear 1st down. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis back with you as it's Bears football here to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis back with you as it's Bears football here to begin quarter number 2. They keep it with Davis on 1st down, and he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
They'll try to run for it with Cohen. And an alley to run. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 16 yards is the pickup there and a 1st down for Chicago.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
You must be getting tired of seeing me.
Looking to throw Trubisky on 1st down. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half, and you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest, we're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4.
Hey, Rocket. 80 hot.
Rivers. Forced out to his left. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. He was trying to get that one to Allen that time.
And that's now the second time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively. And you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. On 3rd down, a run with Cohen. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Let's go. Do it.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
180. Round 80. 59. Half to 59. Hey, go orange. Orange. Check 24. Check 24. General West. Get hot. Get hot.
Now Rivers going to give it off to Gordon. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
Bang, bang. Check 52. Orange ball 4. 80 high.
Rivers on 1st down. Henry's got it out on the left side.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Well, that'll bring up fourth. They had the 8-yard gain on first down, but unable to do much from there.
Load it. Load it. Go.
58, Mike, 58.
Wait. Left behind.
On fourth down, they snap it to Rivers. And Allen's got it. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the fourth down attempt and keeping the drive alive?
That's another Chargers first down.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
No gain on the play there. Second down.
2nd and 10 at the 50-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
58, boys, 58, Mike.
Rivers now from the 50. Across the formation, he's got a man. That's Allen. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains. Rivers with a 1st and 10. And he's 5 for 6 now throwing the ball on this drive.
Wait, 89.
58 for Mike.
Wait, 89.
Again, it's Rivers. Caught left side, Williams. 7 yards the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. The offense on third down tonight, not good. 0 for 4 thus far. They're looking at third in the nose of the football.
Left right.
Check 26, check 26.
Q. Keep it skinny.
Kill.
Behind.
They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter.
At the 16-yard line.
Set, green 80. Ground 80.
58, right there.
Behind.
From the red zone now, Rivers. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Chargers going to use their third and final timeout as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Rivers. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Danny Trevathan. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range, but boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 6-yard line.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. Third quarter, here we go. Second half ready to roll. 2 field goals, a combined output in half number 1. Could be first touchdown wins. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go.
At their own 19-yard line.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. They'll start the third quarter with a run by Cohen. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd. Carryover from the first half. That defensive line continues to control the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, they're actually playing the game in the offense's backfield. They're taking those offensive linemen and pushing them back towards the quarterback and towards the runners. I still don't think, though, that you abandon the running game totally, because if you do, you're asking hits on your QB.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. Well, earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Hey, exit.
50 seconds, come on. Yo, 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 yo. Yo. 50 seconds to Mike. 50 seconds to Mike.
Ain't no shit. Hey, 18.
They'll indeed go for it with Trubisky. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Derwin James with a pick. And this is going to be a Charger touchdown. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
Probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. Back to the air, Trubisky after the pick 6. The screen pass here to Cohen. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
Watch tight end. 4 down. Check. 4 down.
Now Trubisky to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. And now here's another interception. Desmond King picks it. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. Chargers in good field position to start out, 1st and 10. Following the interception here, Rivers. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off around the 37. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation. But sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
They'll try to get the run game going. Here's Davis. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. The Bears on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
50 seconds to Mike. 50 seconds to Mike. Here we go. 50 seconds to Mike. 50 seconds.
Now Trubisky. He's going to air one out. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Adrian Phillips. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. So Rivers will lead the Chargers out 1st and 10 at their own 23. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And to the right side here, it's Allen. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that was well defended. And as a cornerback, what you're taught when you see a wide receiver screen, either you get underneath the play before the blocking forms, or you're going to have to fight your way through it by getting through some blocking. That was a really nice play there.
That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Going deep for Benjamin. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Orange box 4.
On 3rd down, this is Melvin Gordon. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. They were ahead of schedule after the gain of 7 on 1st down, but the defense does not budge on 2nd and 3rd. Now, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
Hey, go orange. Orange. Hey, Charlie.
They're indeed going for it. It's Rivers. And he's got a man open. That's Allen. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. On 1st and 10, Rivers. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. They were trying to go back to Allen there, and it's 2nd down.
Check.
Hey, Delta!
Back to the ground now with Gordon. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the 1st half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe they'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Rivers. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And he is going to be stopped on the return at his own 3-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
So a much rosier picture now after that last play. Here's 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Hey, Haywood!
6 guys. Check 6 guys.
Shift. Watch the shift.
Check 99.
18, 8.
On second down now. It's Cohen, and he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
The Bears on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. They push forward, but I don't think it's enough. He's going to be about a yard short. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Down to lose 1.
Bravo!
Check 52's the mic.
18, 18.
52's the mic. Coming. 52's the mic. Mike 52. Mike 52.
They'll try and... a 13-yard...
Well run. End result?
To kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone.
The Bears take over first and 10.
Let's go.
At their own 26-yard line.
Trubisky brings the Bears out 1st and 10 at their own 26.
It's just me and you.
Play action. Now Trubisky. That's complete right side to Gabriel. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. Now, they've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you. Push them deep. Find some space and open things up again. Being aggressive there, I think, will pay off for them.
At the 43-yard line.
58, boys. 58. 58, Mike. Check pass. Check pass. And 58 is a Mike.
On 2nd and 7, Trubisky. Open man is Trey Burton. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
This game just keeps evolving and changing, doesn't it? You got a tight end who can move around a lot, not necessarily using a big body on him. Sometimes you take a corner, a better cover guy, and put him on him and try and take him out of the game, as we've seen in this one.
You're exactly right. They've taken him out of the game. That was just his first catch. Big reason they're losing right now.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
This one out left to the tight end, Burton. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll run forward to Cohen. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Again, it's Cohen, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. It's a 1-yard touchdown run, and the Bears have cut it to within a score. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on first down. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. So they come up on second down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And an alley to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10.
Hey, Delta!
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he can't get a throw-off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Cluster.
58 to Mike. It's a party now.
Hey, easy.
Lucky.
On second down, they'll run with Gordon. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. So here we go, Charles, 3rd down. Any chance you're throwing?
I don't think so. I think you got to keep the clock rolling here.
And they, in fact, will throw it. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Henry. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away.
Get ready.
At their own 1-yard line.
Go! 180! Alert!
The first down carry for Davis. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL Sports. With that...